live. Let me see if I can find us. Happy Saturday. Oh, wait a minute. I got to push that. Okay. All right. So we're going to be doing some lanterns today. Hey, Cynthia. How are you? And Hope. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Gosh, this day has gone by so fast. I can't even believe. Hello, Linda Kipling. I miss you, my friend. I hope you guys are well. Hello, Joyce. Let me get rid of this. We won't need that. So we're going to be doing a fall lantern today, guys. Hi, Janet. Hi, Lisa. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. And Eileen's in the house, and Sue. Hey guys, good to see ya. Good to see you. So we're gonna have some fun with these guys. What have you guys been doing today? I have been filling orders and scheduling virtual Facebook parties and all kinds of things. It's been a fun day. Hi, Lonnie. Hey, Rayanne. Hi guys, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me, I did some cleaning. I got some stuff cleaned and situated over there. Hello, Sue and Terry. Hi, welcome. And Charlene just came in the house. How you doing? Good to have you here. So guys, welcome to Diane's Designs and Boutique. I'm Diane Small. I'm the owner of Diane's Designs and Boutique and a master mentor with Chalk Couture. And we love to create and sell all kinds of beautiful home decor here and teach you how to make your own beautiful home decor and even turn high-end DIY into a great business. So today we're going to be working on some lanterns. Hey, Leona. How are you? And Natalie and Terry and Shirley's in the house. Hey, Shirley. I sent you a message earlier, girl. And Jana. Hey, Jana. Welcome, welcome, guys. So we're gonna make these lanterns for y'all. I still have two things I have to do for my fall mantle, and that's my lanterns and my focal piece that's gonna hang up in the back. So I want to get those done because here we are, y'all. We're almost at the end of October. Can you believe it? I mean, well, I guess we're halfway through, a little over halfway through, but my goodness. Hey, Nancy. Good evening. Good to see ya. Hey, Cher. Good to see you guys. And Talisa's in the house. Hey, how are ya? So I thought I would come live and work on them with you guys and catch up and see what's up, how you guys are doing. So we are going to be in the description of the video. I put the links to all the cool things that I'm going to be using tonight. So we're going to use our fall leaves are falling transfer, and we're going to use our autumn skies transfer, and we're going to chalk on glass. So guys, pretty much if it stands still long enough, I'm going to chalk on it. So you can do it, use chalk on so many different surfaces. So we are going to, let's get cracking. Let me pull you guys down. I'm going to tip this lantern over. Well, let me take the candle out of it first. I guess I should take the candle out first. Hey, Susan and Payne. Oh, does it? You know, thanks, Jana, because I was like, I just wanted to do something different, and I straightened it today. So it was day to wash it, and I don't wash my hair every day, y'all. So it was the get it washed day, and just wanted to do something different. Thank you for the sprinkle, Shirley. I appreciate it. So our word today, guys, for the sprinkle, if you share the video, that's what sprinkling is. We're not supposed to say that word, but if you do that, then come back and put the word lantern. We will use the word lantern because that's what we're going to be working on today. We're going to make these super cute. So we'll see if we get both of them done, but that's the plan. So I've chosen colors that go with the rest of my mantle, things on my mantle, as well as my ribbons that we're going to use, because everything needs a bow. Well, maybe not everything, but sometimes I think it does. Hey, Vicky and Vicky. We got two Vickies in the house. Hey, Denise. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this out. So our transfers come in the clear cellophane packages. They are reusable 8 to 12 times. So these are not a stencil, you guys. Where it looks like there's a hole, that's an actual fine clear screen that's in there. So a stencil, it actually has a hole in it. So we're going to be using this transfer. It's a silk screen transfer, and you guys have seen me use this transfer many, many times. Our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times, but if you take good care of them, you can often get more than that out of them. So I'm just going to get some fuzz off of this. So guys, I'm going to tell you, if you're going to work on glass, on porcelain, on metal, what else? I think those are the only three that really you want to fuzz your transfers and then fuzz it some more. Because what the fuzzing does is it just gets some lint off of the fabric to ease the sticky a little bit, just to take that sticky down. Because these surfaces I just mentioned, so again, glass, porcelain, ceramics, and metal, they want to stick so hard to these surfaces that when you go to take them off, you could stretch your transfer, and you don't want to do that. Thank you guys. Thanks, Leona and Shirley. You're the best. I appreciate you. So I'm fuzzing so that I do not stretch my transfer when I go to take it off. So, and this is just going to fit. I kind of eyeballed it, and I'm like, well, if it cuts off a little bit, it's okay. But I think we're going to get it on there. Okay. So now I'm just gently, I'm really not putting hardly any pressure on this, but what I'm doing is working out the air as I go. Because you don't want any air trapped under that screen, because you could get a little burp in your design. Let's pull you guys down a little closer. Hello, Alice and Sharon and Shelly. Hi, guys. Okay, so I have chosen, we're going to be using papaya. That's this one. And we're going to be using shimmer copper. We're going to be using eucalyptus. That's this one. And we're going to be using shimmer, I always want to call this shimmer autumn, but it's shimmer harvest. So those are the colors that we're going to be using. And I'm not going to use the harvest. I don't think I'm going to use the harvest on this one. Am I? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Just a little touch. Just a touch. Okay. I can put this over here now. All right. So I'm going to grab my paste. So the words are going to be in the papaya. I'm just going to give this a stir. It is getting down to the very last drops on this one, guys. I've been using it a lot, of course, because it's autumn and we're doing all kinds of autumn designs. I am getting ready to switch everything over to full-on Christmas. I have been doing some Christmas, but it will be full-on Christmas. I'm putting things away. So we want our paste the consistency of cake batter. The paste is water-based. It's organically pigmented and non-toxic. So what I sprayed in there was a little bit of distilled water because it was just a little bit thicker than cake batter. I'm going to get it to the consistency I want. Our shimmer pastes really don't need a whole lot of stirring. See, where did I put my, here they are. And we'll use our green. And because we're using so many different colors, I will use the chalk and peel method. So that way I can chat with you guys and not worry about it drying in the screen. Hey, Carolyn Gregory, my other beautiful hairdresser friend. How are you? Good to see you. Did you call that one pumpkin spice? No, it's papaya. I think you're talking about the orange one, Jana. And we'll just give our shimmers a stir. So our paste goes on wet and it dries hard. So you can rub your hands all over it. It's not going to come off. But I will be able to wet this glass down with water, just plain water. And I'll be able to wipe it all away. Let me get these lined up with the lids, so that I'm all ready to go. So the Shimmer Harvest is out of stock right now, but it is coming back. Our shimmer pastes are a little different consistency and they take just a little bit longer to dry. Okay, so those are ready to go. And I'm going to grab some squeegees, get my multi-tool, and I'm going to use my little tiny squeegee. So what have you guys all been doing today? Yes, the first one I stirred, this one, Jana, this is papaya. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do just these stems on the pumpkins in that Shimmer Harvest. I just want a hint of it in here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my papaya. And all I'm going to do is cover the screen. Everywhere it looks like it's open. Make sure I've got that down well on the edge. Trying to make sure I don't do any area that I wanted a different color. Got a lot of little pieces to it. Okay, now that I have everything covered, I'm going to scrape back any of the extra paste. And we're just going to pull that part up. So you can see how hard that sticks down. Just like that. We're going to give that just a sec to dry. And that's got to be pretty with that candle. Ooh, I think this is going to be so pretty. You got your 5x7 frames and the wax today. Awesome. You'll have that other part. Well, gosh, if you didn't get it, I thought you might have it today. You'll have it on Monday because it was going to be there in 2 to 3 days. So good. That's awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Jana. You're welcome. You're welcome. They do go on really nice, Joyce. I like them too. So we're just going to give this a sec to dry before we flop it down, just because it doesn't quite fit flat and I don't want to mess up my paste that I put there. Okay, that should be good now. So all I'm going to do is run my finger along the area that I need to make sure is back down, and I'm just going to drop it. Drop it like it's hot, people. Okay, so now we're going to go in with a couple other colors. Our eucalyptus. So I've just taken a small squeegee and cut it in half to get this little squeegee. And we will put on our, I guess I could have used shimmer olive on this, but I wanted to use the eucalyptus because it really is going to go better with the ribbon choices I made. This is so fun and relaxing, you guys. I'm telling you, with everything crazy in the world, what gives me so much peace is just to craft. Like, turn off the TV and craft. Anybody with me? Raise your hand. I know I can't be the only one that feels like that. Okay. And then let's get our copper on our pumpkin. And I am being real careful not to touch the other colors. Like I'm getting right up to it, but not touching it. And this would be just adorable. Make sure I didn't touch the other color. This would be just adorable with just one color on it. You wouldn't even have to do multiple colors. But it's a great way to really customize your lanterns. Okay, stay put. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that part up. Oh, how pretty. I love it, I love it, I love it. Looking good. You talked a lot yesterday. That's awesome. Anna, you get me then, girl. I mean, it just, I'm telling you, it is so therapeutic. For those of you that don't know, I have PTSD from a car accident that we were in. And I'm going to tell you, that stuff is no joke. And I can get pretty, a lot of anxiety going. And crafting just brings it down. So I'm very grateful to have this in my life. Okay, so I just let go of it, made sure everything was down again. Gonna just cover all of that screen. So tell me, what have you guys crafted lately? I love the fact that with Chalk Couture, I can do so many more things other than just wreaths and centerpieces and things like that now. It's like totally my jam. Okay, now I'm going to grab my Shimmer Harvest and do my little pumpkin stem. And then we're going to grab a little of the copper. This is such a small area here. I'm just going to wipe this off and go right into the eucalyptus and grab these little details on the side, these little leaves. Okay, we are ready to pull it off. Oh, I love it. So pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to set it on my backer sheet, the shiny side of my backer sheet, and then I will take that in and wash it when I am all done. So that one is done, lickety split. Look how pretty that is. So I could do all the sides. That would be really cool, but I'm just going to do the fronts of these lanterns. So I'm going to set that aside and let it dry, and let's bring the other one up here. And we'll get the candle out of there. And let's layer down. And then we'll use our leaves are falling transfer. Hello, Brenda and Linda. Hello, let's see, John, Chris, Amy. Hello, I'm sure it's Amy, but hello. Hello, Julie. How are you? Oh, thank you for the sprinkle. Guys, if you come back, if you sprinkle, come back and let me know that you sprinkled by putting just the word lantern. That's going to be our word today. All right, I think I'm going to put this part on first. So again, when you're working on glass, you need to fuzz, 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 and then fuzz it some more. Joyce, it's a tiny little squeegee. If you want to send me a message, I'll send you a link. Happy to share. So I'm going to put a leaf up here at the top, and I'm going to put a leaf at the bottom. So I'm going to center this kind of right in the middle of that. Or maybe I should put my leaves on first. That way, if they overlap, the leaves will be behind. So we'll put our leaf on first. And we're going to use these same colors. I'm going to pull it up as far as I can. It's centered. And we're going to do a little bit of an ombre on this. I'm going to use the Shimmer Harvest in the middle. And then I'm going to come back on the edges with our eucalyptus. Yes, is that what I want to do? Yes. So I'll be using, just trying to figure out what I'm going to use on the words. Yeah, I think I'm going to do eucalyptus. And then maybe, I might even change the color below. I don't know, guys. We're going to play it by ear and see. So I'm just going to take another small squeegee that I just cut one in half, and I'm going to lay down some yellow, our Shimmer Harvest, in the middle. Just like that. And then I'm going to come back with our eucalyptus, and I'm going to go all around the edges. And then we're going to just take our finger and I'm going to blend those two together. I'm just going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle all the way around. Just like that. And then I'm going to scrape back some of that extra on the edge. Oh, how pretty is that? Ooh, I love it. Okay. So I think down here, I am going to change the color. Let's see, how am I going to do that? Let me see. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the sprinkle, Linda. Yeah, make sure to come back and just put the word lantern so I can find you and put you in the sprinkle drawing. You have the same sign on the revolving stand on your mantle. Oh, fun. I love this. I've used it so many times. Thanks to Lisa. Hey, Lourdes. How are you? Hi, Bridget. Hi, Ricky. Ricky's in the house. You're completely new to this. Why are you rubbing it on that pad? So, Lena, this is a product called Chalk Couture. It is a chalk style paste, so not a paint, but a paste. And these beautiful detailed silk transfers, so they're not a stencil, it's a silk transfer. And I'm applying paste. It goes on wet and it dries hard, and then I can rub my hands all over it. It won't come off, but I'll be able to wet it down and wipe it right away off this glass and change it and do something different. So I'm an independent designer, a master mentor with Chalk Couture. It's a very new company. They're only 3 years old, and they're out of Salt Lake City, Utah. So I'm taking a squeegee, dipping it into the paste, and I'm doing what's called a marbling technique, or not marbling, but a ombre technique, where I'm blending the colors together. So you can just take the squeegee and put the paste right on, which you'll see when I do the words. And on this one, I'm going to use our papaya. Do I want papaya, or maybe I'm going to use copper? Let's do a real shimmery one, because I want to have all the same colors in this piece. So I'm staying away from the first color I just put down. And we won't be putting anything back in the jar on this because we've got that eucalyptus underneath. And then I'm going to take my fingers and just marble that together. Just marbling those two colors together. And then when I pull the transfer off, it leaves the beautiful design underneath. Ooh, I like that one. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to set my leaf down. So guys, these just wash, excuse me, they just wash up with plain water, no soap, just water. You just wash them off with water. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. Got a tickle in my throat. They'll just wash off with water, and then you'll lay them sticky side up, because remember, our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times. So you'll leave them sticky side up, and then just wipe the back of the sticky side with a disinfectant wipe, and that takes all the fuzzing that we put on from this piece. It'll take it off, and all that beautiful sticky comes back. So I thank you, Lena, for your questions. I appreciate you being here, but we can use like my shirt that you see. This is Chalk Couture. It's a transfer, and I used ink instead of the paste. I used ink and I heat set it with an iron, so I can throw this in the washer and dryer and it won't come off. So we can do pillows and clothes and aprons, and you guys are going to see me. I'm going to be doing a table runner and tablecloths for Christmas. We're going to be doing a lot more of the inking too. Oh, you're so welcome, Lena. You tried that technique and failed. Oh, Jana, try again, girl. You got this. Harvest and crimson together look awesome. I thought about that, but I didn't want to bring in another like that deep red color. Just because of my ribbon choices and everything else that I have on the mantle. Remember, guys, we've been making all kinds of pieces for the mantle. So you haven't seen a picture of that yet. The front porch is done, and I took pictures so I can post that. Let's see, I'm done with this one, but I don't have the mantle quite done. So I'm going to make sure this is dry because I know that transfer is going to touch these leaves. So I'm just going to take a dryer and we'll get those really dry. Thanks to Lisa. Hello, Brenda and Denise. Hi, Linda. Guys, remember, if you sprinkle the video, please come back and put the word lantern. That's our sprinkle word today. Oh, yes, Ricky, we're going to be doing a table runner. A beautiful table runner, and we're going to be doing a wall pocket, which will involve ink. Like, you guys were out in the garage with me when we made the wooden base for the wall pocket, when I showed you how to use the Craig jig. So we're going to be doing a wall pocket. We're going to be doing some napkins. Thank you so much for the sprinkle, Linda. I so appreciate you. Oh, those shimmers are so pretty on here, you guys. Ooh. Love, 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 love. Okay, so now we've got our words, and we're going to just center it. I'm going to center it with the latch on the door. Make sure I'm straight. So I'm just going to lay our transfer down. So Lena, where it looks like there's a hole in these, there's not. That's an actual fine, clear silk screen. Okay. And then I'm going to use papaya and eucalyptus on the words. So I'm just going to scrape over with this squeegee. So guys, if I put together a virtual workshop where I put together a kit, and then you guys buy the kit and I'll ship it to you, and then we'll have a day where we'll do a live together, like a Zoom meeting. And then I can watch you do it and show you how, and you can talk to me. It'll be like I'm in the room with you. How does that sound? I think that would be really fun. And with the Zoom meeting, you can see me and I can see you, unless you turn your camera off. You don't have to have it where I can see you. But, you know, with COVID and everything, I can't do workshops like I used to. So I thought it would be fun to make them virtual. Let's see. Okay. All right, so that didn't go quite. There's a couple little skips, so I'm going to go right back over it. There we go. Oh, the autumn one has a skip in it too. So you just lay it back down and go back over it. There we go. Just like that. Y'all, you can't mess this up. All the design is done in the transfers. All I'm doing is taking a squeegee and scraping paste over it. That's all I'm doing. Okay, So we'll set that aside. So there is our second lantern. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love it. Joyce says, depending on the cost, that sounds great. Good. Oh, are you, Ricky? Awesome. Under me? Oh my gosh, Ricky! Yay! I'm so happy. That is awesome. I am so blessed with my team, and I love helping them all. So excited. Awesome, Ricky. I will be right there to help you. Okay, so we've got that. So I'm going to set this down, let it dry. And again, they dry in 2 to 4 minutes, you guys. The shimmer paste takes slightly longer. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my mess because now we're going to make a bow. Well, we're actually going to make 2 bows. And we're going to put some pretty stuff in the bows because, you know, I think we need to. Oh, thanks to Lisa. Aren't they great? Like, there's just no limit. With Chalk Couture, guys, it's so fun. You can change your decor. Listen. Let me see. I feel like I have to do this because I feel like if I can see me, I can see you. Changing your decor, you guys, is expensive. It's expensive. And doing it this way, you can change it all the time. And if you have a business, let me tell you guys, like for me, this has added so much to my business, a whole new dynamic because I do wall decor now. Like you can see the pieces behind me. I can grab a couple of them and show you. I can do beautiful pieces of wall decor. I can do clothing. I can do lanterns. I mean, there's no limit to what I can do. And it's just been such a great addition. So I can sell my finished goods in my Etsy shop. I have a website for people to go and just purchase the products from me. You can just go right to my website, which is charmingchalkart.com. I didn't say that very clearly. charmingchalkart.com. And I have a team that I'm building, and so I get paid that way too, by helping others to succeed. I love the business model. I've never done direct sales before. My background is, you know, I have owned businesses because we have a pest control company and a beauty salon. So I've been doing hair for 40 years. Carol and Gregory, God, I can't believe I'm saying it's 40 years. Where's the time go? But that I'd never done any direct sales until I found Chalk Couture. And guys, I found it by accident. I was looking for a way to easily create custom signs for my wreaths and centerpieces. My business, even then, my wreaths and centerpieces and all that were local. I didn't have any online presence at all until 3 years ago. And then I joined Chalk Couture because I found Clara Nicole doing it in her garage. And it was exactly what I needed. I can hand paint flowers, but that's about it. I can't, the rest of it, not so much. So, it has definitely been a blessing in my life. And now, guys, I'm telling you, my body is, you know, it's not in the best of shape. Since that car accident, and so it's nice to have something else that I know that I can do, right? It's just amazing. So that's kind of my story. Yes, Talisa, I do. In fact, let me show you. I got a piece right here that I did. Let me hold it up so you guys can see. I put marbles in here, but you can see the etching on there. It says plant seeds of love, and it's got a beautiful flower on the side of it. So you can even use our transfers with etching cream to etch glass, and it doesn't hurt the transfers at all. But I don't etch my lanterns because I always want to change them. And by using the paste, I can. Okay, so this is all dry. So this is the first one we did, and I can rub my hands all over it and it's not going to come off. Just like that. I do not have any friends, connections to build a business and do not do computer stuff. Otherwise I would. I get it, Joyce. But you know, if you do craft shows or anything like that, that is a, you know, if you add it to your business that way, it would be better to be an independent designer, and then you'll get a discount on, a bigger discount on the products. And Joyce, I only do this part-time because I have the salon, so I have to work in the salon too, so. But I get it. And, you know, there is, we can talk about it, Joyce, because I've got it all broke down to, if you think you're going to spend X amount of dollars a month, guys, I'll tell you what it is. If you, not a month, a quarter. So if you think that you would buy $270 or more in product every quarter, then and only then would it be worth it if you're not wanting to do it really as a business. That would be when it's beneficial to a hobbyist to join Chalk Couture for a discount. So I broke down all the numbers, and that's where the break comes in. So if you don't think that you would spend that every single quarter, then it's better to stay a customer and be in my VIP group, where I give discounts and on bundles and all kinds of stuff in there. It's better to do it that way and be a Club Couture member, because then you get flat rate shipping when you order from the website of $4.95. It's crazy. It's awesome. Oh, jump in, Talisa. It's fun. It's so fun. Hello, Terry. Okay, so we're going to build a bow. So these are the ribbons we're going to be using for this bow. So here's my palette. And we're going to need to build 2 bows. So I'm just going to have bows on the top. I'm not going to do a big swag off of them. And let's see, what do I want to do? I think we'll just do it by hand. So I'll show you how to do one by hand, making sure that your loops are the same. How about that? Because sometimes doing bows by hand, that's where people get tripped up. I need a couple of chenille stems. So I'm just going to use like light, like cream colored chenille stems so you won't see it behind the lantern. Oh, girl needs to sit down and have a cup of coffee. Thanks, Jana. Let me get a cup of coffee. So we'll build a couple of bows, and then we're gonna put some greenery in the bows. So I don't want great big lantern swags, but I do want a little bit of greenery coming out of the bows because I think it's pretty. So let me move my glue gun over here. I didn't plug my glue skillet in, I forgot. So we'll do that, and we'll get our glue gun over here. Don't need my fuzzing cloths anymore. Well, Ricky, I am so excited to have you. It's gonna be fun. Hello, Sandra and Dee. How are you? So we're building bows for lanterns now. We just chalked on them. All right, let me bring it down closer again. I think that's gonna be good. Hello, Naomi. Okay, and I'm getting low on this ribbon. So let's see if we're gonna have enough. So we're gonna just build the bow first, and then we'll see. You know what I haven't done? Carolyn Gregory, are you still on here? I have not done a Lisa bow in quite a while. Maybe we'll do a Lisa bow. Let's do a Lisa bow. Okay, let me see if I remember how to do it. So we're gonna leave, okay, I'm gonna do a 5-inch tail. Let me dovetail that first. My friend Lisa Kellum. This is the bow that she always does. It's so pretty. Okay, so we'll do a 5-inch tail. And then we're going to do a 5-inch loop. I don't want this bow to be huge, and I think a 5-inch loop would be good. Let me hold it up. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. I don't want it really big. So in order to do a 5-inch loop by hand and make sure your loops are the same, you can hold it where you pinched it and then come to the 10-inch mark, because it's a 5-inch loop, it's doubled, right? So come to the 10-inch mark. I'm going to give that a pinch together, and I'm going to pull it right to where my other piece is that I'm holding. Okay, so there I have my first loop. And then I'm going to twist the ribbon all the way around so the pretty side is facing up again. And then we'll measure again. 10 inches. And give it a pinch. And then come right back in the back where you're holding it. Okay, so now I've got two 5-inch loops. I'm going to twist it again to bring the pretty side so it'll be up on top when I flip it. And we're going to do 10 inches again. Let me pull you down a little bit closer yet. There we go. Hello, Emma and Naomi and Carmen. Welcome, welcome. Guys, don't forget, if you sprinkled the video today, our sprinkle word is lantern. Make sure you come back and put the word lantern. Okay, so now I've got 3 loops and I'm going to have 2 tails. So I'm just going to match this other side of a tail, which is about a 5-inch. I'm going to leave me a little extra room to dovetail it. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my chenille stem. I'm going to run that through my fingers. I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm only going to give it 1 twist, just to hold it, okay? So this is how Lisa says. So you made a little dude, okay? So here's the dude's head. Turn it this way so you can see better. Here's his head, here's his legs, and here's his arms. These are his arms, okay? So you're just making little dudes. Okay. So there's the first part of our little dude. Now we're going to make more little dudes. What do I want to come in with next? I think I'm going to come in with my plaid. Yeah, I want my teal a little closer to the front. All right, so we're going to come in with our plaid. So we're going to make this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to make this at about 4.5 inches. So I'm just going to measure. Let me dovetail this first. Okay, so I'm going to measure 4.5 inches and pinch it. Okay, and I want this loop about a 1/2 inch shorter, so I'm going to go into 9 inches. And the reason that you make your loops shorter, or, you know, a little bit smaller, give it a twist, is so that as you layer your bow, you can see the layer behind it. Okay. So now my loops are the same size. And give it a twist. And go 9, wait a minute. I didn't get the right, there we go. All right. This almost looks the same from one side to the other. So I have to really watch which side is the back side. And then we'll just match the tail. So again, we got our little dude with his head, his two legs, and his arms. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to this bow, and I'm going to turn it. So because his head and arms are up here, on this layer, I'm going to put the legs up there. So I'm going to lay it on top. I'm going to hold everything. I'm going to untie the chenille stem. That's why we only twist it once, so we can untie it. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to go on top again and give it one twist. Hello, Beth. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Looking cute already, right? All right, now we're going to come in with our teal color, because I've got some teal. Remember the fall blessings piece we made? I've got that up on my mantle. Put these aside. And get some ribbon out. And so this layer is going to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to go 4 inches, 8 inches, twist, 8 inches, twist, 8 inches again, and then cut the tail. So we'll do the same thing again. Now, both his legs on this layer are down here. So I'm going to put the head, here's his head, here's his arms. I'm going to put that where the legs are on the previous layer. So I'm going to hang on to everything. Typically, Lisa does it with just 3 ribbons. I am going to add a 4th. And I also can make this same bow on a Pro Bow and an Easy Bow Maker. In case you don't want to do it by hand. Hello, Cindy. So there we go. It's looking super cute. All right, now we're going to go with the last layer, this pumpkin. I may just put a loop. I might just put a loop instead of doing the whole dude again. I think I'm just going to put a loop and 2 tails. So I'm going to make them the same length as the one previous. So we're going to go dovetail it and do 4 inches. So 4 inches. Measure out to 8 inches. Well, actually, I'm going to go 7 inches because this is a middle loop. So we're going to make this middle loop smaller. And then cut another tail. And because this is only a single loop, it doesn't really matter how I put it in, but I'll put it in with the tails down here. Since these tails are up here, I'll put these tails down here. So I'm going to just lay it in there. Hold on to everything. Slide the chenille stem out. Slide it back in. This time I'm going to make sure that they're even because I need this to tie around my... And now I'm going to give it a few twists. And I'm twisting the bow so it really takes it down. Hey Rosario, how are you? Hello, Barbara. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. All right. So I'm going to just kind of work these tails and get that middle loop there. And we'll cut this. Got to dovetail the end. And let's see, that needs a dovetail too. And this one. Make sure I've got all the dovetails done. All right. Now we're just going to fluff this out a little bit. Make sure everything's going where we want it. Okay, so there we have it. There's our cute little bow. What do you think? Give me some hearts if you like that. Greetings from New York. I miss New York. Oh, thank you for the blessing. Thank you so much. If you could come back and just put the word lantern in the comments, I'll be sure to add you to the sprinkle drawing. We'll be doing another drawing here shortly. By the end of the month, probably. Thank you for the hearts, guys. You like that? Isn't that fun? God, I haven't done a Lisa bow in a long time. All right, let's make another one because we need two because we got 2 lanterns. But that's going to be perfect. All right, so we're going to make another one lickety-split just like that. So we're going to go a little faster this time. So I don't bore you. I don't want to bore you. You like that bow a lot? Isn't that a fun one? It is a fun one. Okay, so give it a pinch at 5 inches. And I might add in some tails if I have enough of this ribbon. I'm getting low and I don't have another roll, so give that a pinch and a twist. So I'm measuring out to 10 inches, so these are 5-inch loops. Bring it to the back. And 10 inches again. Wait a minute, I forgot the twist. Gotta do the twist. 10 inches, otherwise the ugly side of your ribbon is up on top and we don't want that. And then here's the other arm. Wait a minute, I'm getting all twisted up. There we go. Okay, so there's the first layer of our dude. I just love that Lisa calls him a dude. This is the first bow that that Alex learned how to make, you guys. My daughter-in-law. The Lisa bow. Hello, Judy. It is wired ribbon. Yeah, for the most part, I mean like 98% of the time, I'm using wired ribbon. It just makes your life so much easier. Sometimes I use unwired ribbon just because out of necessity, I need that particular ribbon or the color in there, but for the most part, and when you're using non-wired ribbon, don't be trying to make no big old loops with it, guys, because it's not gonna work. All you're gonna do is make yourself cuss. And Lord knows we don't want to be doing that. So I do make some bows with non-wired velvet at Christmas time, but that's about it. So now I'm measuring to 9 inches because remember we're making these loops a little bit smaller. Get everything fluffed out nicely. And then we'll lay just the opposite. So this is his head and his arms up here this time, here. So I'm going to put his legs on that side this time. Just lay it on top. Hang on to everything. And you don't have to have a death grip on this stuff, you guys. It's not going to go anywhere. And you'll just hurt your hands. If you make a lot of bows, you do not want to be cramping your hands up. And I have some arthritis in my hands from doing hair for 40 years. And I'm sure decor has a little bit to do with it too. But so sometimes I just grab the bow makers because it's just easier on my hands. But it's nice to know how to make a bow by hand. Dovetail these as I go. Okay, so this is how it lays out. So you've got the head from the layer before and then the legs. So it's going to sound bad, but the head comes from between the legs. Just like that. Okay, next layer. For now, you'll catch it next time. All right, Ricky. I think you said that you were doing a service for a friend. I don't know if you did that today, but I want you to know that you are continuing to be in my thoughts and prayers. Hello, Sandra. Okay, so now we're down to 4 inches. Let me make the dovetail. Okay, 4 inches, 8 inches, twist, 8 inches, and just pull a lot of ribbon out, you guys, because like I ran out of ribbon here and I'm going to fight with it. So if you just go ahead and pull out a bunch of ribbon, then you're not going to be fighting with it. Okay, there's our dude. And now his head and arms are up here, so this time I'm going to put the legs up there. Just hang on to it. Unloosen your chenille stem, pull it out, come up on top, and put it back down in there. And just give it one twist. As long as you're still layering, just do one twist. You did, Ricky, and it drained you. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Well, I will pray that you recover and your heart is at ease. And for your friend's family, so hard. I just found out that one of my longtime clients, that she had to be put into a nursing facility. So I haven't seen her for the last few months. because COVID and all of that, but I just found out that she passed away in September, and it made me very sad. It's hard to lose a friend. Hello, Terry. First time watching. Well, welcome, Terry. I'm Diane. It's so nice to meet you. We are working with our Chalk Couture products, doing lanterns, and which is not ribbon. We're just making bows now. We've already done the Chalk Couture, so I'll show you that. But it's just lots of fun. So we're making bows to go on our lantern. So welcome, welcome. If you happen to share the video, make sure to come back and put the word lantern in. I do a sprinkle drawing. And that's how I find people easily, is I come back and look for the word lantern. Facebook will show me who shared, but sometimes it's just easier to be able to just look down scroll down the comments, because I always go back and look at comments. So you guys, if you ask me a question and I didn't see it, number one, please ask again, and number two, just know that I always go back through the comments and make sure that I did answer everything. Again, in the description of the video, I did put a list of the Chalk Couture products we used tonight, so you have that for you. You can just click on them and go right on over and order them and have them shipped right to your door. Awesome. Thank you for the sprinkles. Good night, Ricky. Yes, we're excited to have Terry and Lena. It's always nice to make new friends. All right, so let me dovetail that and dovetail this. Okay. So I've twisted that a few times now, so it's not going to go anywhere. And we'll just do a little fluffing here, make sure everything's looking pretty. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some greenery in these bows. There. Okay, so we've got our bows made. Let me clean up my ribbon tails. So at this point, if I wanted to have some ribbons hanging down the side, I could add those now, which might be pretty. Let me see. I wasn't sure I'd have any of this left. It's getting low. Kind of pretty. Let's see if I have enough left for two. I think I do. Because I do want them to match. So let me see if I'm going to have enough for two. Ooh, just, you guys. See, it was meant to be. Meant to be. So I'm just going to cut this ribbon in half. Dovetail it, because I know I'm going to anyway. I just love this ribbon. I got to remember where I got it so I can get some more. Okay. Cut it in two pieces, and then we can add it right into the back of the bow. I'm going to dovetail it. Hello, Shelly. Hello, Carrie. Thanks, Joyce. You're so good about welcoming everybody. I appreciate that. So nice to have new folks come. Okay, that way. That's going to be the perfect length. All right, so I'm just going to fold it in half and give it a little pinch. And then we'll just add it right into the bow in the back. So I'm just going to undo that tie again. And we'll lay it in. Get my fingers to work. Just like that. And we'll twist it off again. Okay. So now we've got some tails to hang down the side. Make sure. Yep, that's going to be perfect. Okay, let's fold the other one and add that in. So Terry and let me see. Terry and Lena, where are you from? So I'm in Washington State. I think it's like the coolest thing on the planet, guys, that I can push a button and invite y'all in to hang out with me and learn how to make pretty stuff with our Chalk Couture products. Okay, just untying this, laying it in. Yep, that's the way I want to go. And then tying it back again. So if you ever decide after the fact you want to add tails, it's easy to do. In fact, a lot of times when I make wreaths, I'll add tails. I just deliberately add tails after because I can get them exactly where I want them. In some applications, it's just easier to do it that way. All right, so there's our bows. So now I'm going to open this up a bit because we're going to tie one on and then we're going to add some greenery to it. So this is what we have done so far. We chalked on the glass. So again, that is not going to come off. I can rub my hands all over it, but I'll be able to wash it off when autumn is over and do a pretty Christmas design on there. And so we're just going to tie our bow with the chenille stem right up on top. And I just want those to hang down the side. Give that a twist. And that light colored chenille stem, you're really not going to see it. How's the weather in Ohio? I did. I have always been a go big or go home. My mom and I had come out here on vacation once and I just loved it. And I decided that I wanted to live out west. So I moved out here and got married and had kids and opened businesses. And yeah, my mom and dad moved out here prior to them passing. So I was able to take care of them, which was wonderful. Yeah, I would have hated it if they were still in New York when they got sick and passed, because then I wouldn't have been able to be with them as much. But all right, so there is our bow with our tails, and we're gonna add in some greenery. So I pulled out a few different bushes of greenery, and some with the same colors. But I don't want to get too much of this because we've got all those bright colors in there. But I want to put some fall foliage. So, and normally I would do this with my glue skillet here, but I don't have my glue skillet here right now, so we're just going to make do with a glue gun, and I'm going to try not to burn myself. Get my wire cutters. So that's how I ended up out here. So let's see, is Terry from Ohio? Terry's from Ohio. Cool. What part of Ohio? I had a friend in high school that moved to Sandusky, Ohio. I don't know much about Ohio. I'm just trying to, thank you, Joyce. Trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions. So thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. So now, welcome, guys, and I'm Diane. It's really nice to meet you. Okay, so let's cut off some foliage, and we're just going to glue it right into the bow. I'm going to push it up. And let me see if that's... All right. I have to make it a little shorter, so I'm going to cut just a little at a time until I get it the length I need it. Don't want it sticking out too far. And we're going to glue it right down into the middle of the bow. Let's see, it'll come up here first maybe. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to take just a skosh more off. And then I'm going to hit it with some hot glue. Like I said, I got my glue gun going, but I forgot my skillet. So a generous amount of glue, and then you're going to glue it way down in the middle. So move things out of the way. You don't want to get glue all over your beautiful bow. So you got to move things out of the way and really get down in there and then wiggle it around. You got to give it a wiggle so that it really gets some purchase on all of that fabric in there. Got in the 70s today. Wow. We're a little cooler now. Let's see, Sandusky is north of you. Okay, you live in Jackson Center where they make Airstream travel trailers. How cool is that? I know Airstream travel trailers. Say that 4 times fast, right? Guess I need to get a better handle on how to reply to people. What? What? I think you reply fine. I don't know what happened, but you replied just fine, Joyce. Okay. You sure do. I appreciate you being so sweet and welcoming. Okay, so this one we'll just push up again, and we're going to come to the other side. I don't want it too far up. So let me see if I can turn this a little bit more. And I don't want it to look like, you know, goalposts, so I'm going to put it in a different area over here on this side. Gianna was in the mid-90s today. Your parent, I've never had an Airstream, but I've looked at them. We have a Desert Fox, so I can put the bike in it. The back comes down and I can drive the bike right up into it. Yes, she is fine. Absolutely. I don't know. I must have missed something, but you called it the silver bullet. There you go. I have heard a lot of people call them that, but they're very well made. Very well made. Okay. Again, wiggle, wiggle. So we'll put a little of that in there. Let's put a little of this in there. I'm gonna get a drink of coffee, you guys. Hello, Maxine. Hi, Elder and Judy. Hi, Kay. Thanks for coming. The deluxe of the deluxe. That's right. That's right. Okay, now I'm going to come a little forward. So I'm going to break this down into a couple of pieces so it's not too heavy. Throwing things here. Just get some glue. I think that's a good length. And do a little twisty so it doesn't fall off. And come way down in the middle of the bow. Going to be pretty. Bring some up off the top. It's a little bit too long yet. I'm going to take it back out and cut it down smaller. Hello, Lisa and Vicki. Newport News, Virginia is 60. Virginia, Norfolk was my dad's last duty station in the Navy, and I started school in Norfolk after we came back from overseas. And I started school when they were just started doing all the affirmative action stuff. So I had to get bused for quite a long way. But I remember my first teacher, my first grade teacher, Mrs. Jadon. She was really an amazing teacher, but I'll tell you, we learned as she made sure us kids knew not to mess with her right away. It was great. Now we're going to put some of the brighter color in. Again, just wiggle when you get it in there. That's pretty. So Newport News, where is that in comparison to Norfolk? White Plains, New York is 45. Getting a little bit colder in New York. Yep. Y'all, we do get snow here, but not very often, and it doesn't stay. It stays maybe a day or two, and then it's all gone. So that's why I like it out here. I'm going to put this underneath. So we're just creating layers in the bow. So just putting some in the back and moving forward. I'm just going to add just these couple of pieces of the brighter because we have a lot of bright going on in the ribbons. And then we have our middle loop. I think that's good. Maybe a little something coming down right there. Maybe I'll use one more piece of this. Finding the color I want because there are all different colors on here. Okay, this is going to have to be really short. Twist and shout so it doesn't fall down off the, and just push that right up in there. So by putting a little bit coming down the bottom of the bow, we've got a nice triangle going, which is really pleasing on the eye, how the eye flows and moves. Okay. All right, so there is our bow with all our beautiful greenery in it. And I'm gonna keep my tails over here and just turn my bow slightly. And then we'll give these a little curl. So they're not just hanging straight, straight, straight. Here we go, guys. There is our beautiful lantern. So you guys know what I'm going to do with the other bow, so you don't have to stay and watch. You're 30 minutes from Norfolk. Okay. Norfolk. It's folk, right? I think. I can't remember now. I love the different color leafy, right? Where'd you find that? Kay, I get this. This came from a supplier, a wholesale supplier. This came from my friends at Wild Creek and Company, and this came from my friend Kali. Thanks to Lisa. I think it came out super cute. So here's our other one that we're going to put the bow on. If you guys want to hang out, I will go ahead and do it. Oh, I just love it. So the transfers that we have, so this one is the leaves, and the leaves are falling. Let's see. Leaves are falling, autumn is calling is what this one says. And with the leaf, but we used all the same colors in both designs. So it's going to be cohesive on the mantle without having to be matchy-matchy. And then, of course, our bows match. So let's see. So one's going on one side of the mantle. The other one's going on the other side of the mantle. So this bow I need to put on this side. Got to think about all those little things, y'all. Okay, I want the tails over there, and I want the bow a little this way. Okay, that'll work. And let me just tie this off. You like the lower, you like the bow on top rather than draped down the side. Yeah, what I've got draped down the side, Kay, is just some tails, some ribbon tails. So they'll sit on the side of the, when I put it on the mantle, they'll be just kind of draped down the side, which will really be pretty. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. You're the best. I appreciate that. Absolutely gorgeous color combinations. Thank you, Rosario. I appreciate that. You gotta have a pop, y'all. Gotta get those pops in there where you can. Okay, let me get those tails over there, and we'll go ahead and round these up. Just drape them a little bit. Well, that's not wanting to cooperate at all, but guess what? I'm the boss, so it's gonna cooperate. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, the hearts and the wow faces. Y'all, when I started doing lives, when I joined Chalk Couture, my favorite face was the wow face. I just think that guy is so cute. He's just like, oh. Kind of like my face looks a lot of times. I like it. Well, why can I not get this ribbon to do what I want it to do? It is really being stubborn. Oh my gosh, look at all the wow faces you guys are giving me. Oh, you're the best. Thank you. I love you guys. So fun. Okay, now I got it to do what I wanted it to do. Darn thing. He was fighting me. There we go. Okay, let's throw some greenery in this one. I'll move this one out of the way a little bit more. Yay, guys, I'm excited. I got my lanterns done. So now the one more piece I got to do, and maybe I'll come live and do that tomorrow. I need to do the focal piece of artwork that's going to go on there. And I'm feeling like a little bit of vintage truck is appropriate. I mean, like what you've done on the top rather than the little swags I've seen hanging down. Oh, I gotcha. I got ya. Yeah, you know, I love to do lantern swag. Here's a little swag I did for a little small lantern. So I love to do lantern swags, but in this application, what I'm doing here, I didn't want something taking away from what I put on the door, and then the candle will be in there flickering behind it. So this one again says leaves are falling, autumn's calling, and then this one says autumn skies and pumpkin pies. So I don't want to take away from that. So yeah, I totally get it now, Kay. Yeah. Hello, Bessie. One of my favorite aunts' name was Bessie. My Aunt Bessie, my mama's sister. Okay, let's put this in right quick. It's like, Diane, quit your yakking and get to working. But I like to yak with you guys. It's fun. I love getting to know you guys. Like, how cool is it that we can do this? So amazing. All right. So I will try to do this quick like a bunny and not be dropping any glue all over and making a big old mess. Y'all, I was waxing my eyebrows this morning and almost dripped hot wax on my counter in the salon. Oh, Lord, that would have been a mess. That definitely would have been a mess. So I'm glad that I didn't actually do it. I have done that before and it's hard to get off. I know, Talisa, the vintage truck is like amazing. Amazing. And I'm just feeling like it with everything else, because we got the harvest sign up there. I'm going to move the harvest sign outside on my porch, but I hung it up today so I could get some good pictures of it. If y'all didn't see the harvest sign that we made the other day, oh my gosh, it came out so stinking cute. Now, remember to wiggle, guys, because it's really got to grab hold of that. So I'll be able to take these bows off and put them away and use them another time. Although, honestly, I usually always make new bows. Because I love, y'all, I have a ribbon problem. My name is Diane and I have a ribbon problem. I have a ribbon problem. I have a transfer problem. I love it all. So I'm always loving making new bows. Oh, pulled the greenery right off that one. Oh, I got to show you this Christmas wreath. I think it came out so pretty. Let me get this done and I'll show you. If you want to see, tell me if you want to see. Joyce says, I love that you're doing colors. So many are going neutral, which can be pretty. But to me, fall is color. To me, it is too. I mean, I totally get, you know, neutrals. And, you know, sometimes neutrals, you'll hit a wider audience. But I'm just kind of like, this is me and this is what I like. And my audience and customers find me and they love the things that I make. So, but yeah, for fall is those reds and golds and oh my gosh, I just love them. All the colors. And I have to tell you, teal and orange, like, I mean, talk about pop. I mean, teal and orange just make a statement, and I like that. Let's see, I'm going to make this a little shorter. I'm going to come up one layer. I'm going to come up one layer there and wiggle that in. All right. We just about got this whipped, guys. Right, Jana? I think they do. I really think they do. Joyce lost the sound. Joyce, go out and come back in. Like, here I'm telling y'all. Can somebody type, go out and come back? If she lost the sound, she can't hear me say that. Oh, holy bananas. Awesome, Jana. That's awesome. Ooh. Your wreaths are beautiful. It's a little too tall yet. I'm gonna make that shorter. And I'm not being matchy to the other one. I'm just putting her in. I gotta remember the twist and shout, or I'm gonna drip this somewhere I don't want it. And one more piece of that and we will be good. Let me see what color I want. I love that this has got so many different colors in it. We'll go with this one. It's got that pretty yellow on it. Okay, there we go, guys. We got them done. So this one will be on one side and this one will be on the other side, like so. Just like that. So yay, we finished them, guys. I know, isn't that great, Joyce? Yes. Jana does amazing stuff. Okay, here, I'll show you the Christmas wreath, and the sign in this I made with Chalk Couture. I'm getting ready. Well, I may do it live, or I may do it in my group, but I'm going to do a swag that will be similar. Get that off here. Throw that away. Let me clean up, guys, so you'll be able to see better. Oh, I just love these lanterns. I love how they come out. And then when we light them up with the candle, speaking of that, let me put the candle back in. So again, like, you know, that doesn't come off. That's Chalk Couture. The paste goes on wet and dries hard, and it's not going to come off. So we'll put our candle back in there. And that's one of those battery operated. I've got a remote control for them so I can light them. And they look like they flicker. Okay. Try not to get my fingerprints all over the glass I just cleaned. All right. Trying to move these out of the way a little bit. I'll show you one of the Christmas wreaths. See the sign? It says wise men still seek him, and it's the three wise men. And I've glittered all of the reins on the camels and all of that. Look at that jeweled ribbon. Oh my gosh, like stop it. I just love it. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Okay. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for the heart. Stunning wreath. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Terry says, wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jana. I just love it. I think it came out so pretty, and the mixed metals are just, they're really big and they're so beautiful. And then it's got those hints of chocolate in it, but I just love the sign. The sign, making the sign was the inspiration for that whole thing. And, you know, I wouldn't be able to do that if it were not for Chalk Couture, you guys. So these products are amazing. You can check them all out. Thank you, Joyce. Thanks so much. Thanks to Lisa. Thank you, Leona. So these products make it possible. So you can check it all out at charmingchalkart.com. If you're not in our Diane's Charming Chalk Art Customer VIP Lounge, make sure to ask to be in there. That's where I run specials and promotions. I may even be, I was thinking about even doing a live sale on this page. I may do that tomorrow. The boys are hunting, so I don't have to be done at any certain time. I can do whatever. So just have to balance my time to his timing, right? Yes. Yeah, so you can check it all out, and I'd love to have you in there, and I'd love to have you as a customer, and I promised I would take good care of you. So I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your night. I had so much fun hanging out with you guys and making some pretty things, and I think now I'm going to go get some dinner and take my medicine, get on my heating pad, and put my feet up. It's that time. So maybe I'll see you guys all tomorrow. It was so nice to make new friends tonight. So I hope you guys all enjoyed your time on Diane's Designs and Boutique. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.